How's it going, metalheads, and welcome back to another video. We are back with yet another album review. In this one, we're going to be reviewing the newest from Frozen Soul, entitled No Place of Warmth. This is the third full-length effort from this Fort Worth, Texas death metal crew, and this may be their most savage album yet. This album is full of tasty riffs, furious tremolos, and just a little bit of atmosphere. This band prides themselves on setting the tone with just a bit of atmosphere at the beginning of tracks before absolutely tearing your face off with the riffage. While I've never been the biggest Bolt Thrower fan, this band is pretty close to that, slower, chugging, grinding death metal sound. They don't break any speed records at all, but they definitely make up for it with sheer brutality. The pace of this album, giving credit to their name, tracks like, a giant Yeti lumbering through the mountains, just bludgeoning everything. That's what this album sounds like. They've always had great features on their albums with people on the last two albums, such as John Gallagher from Dying Fetus and Matt Heafy from Trivium. But this album has by far my favorite features to date of any Frozen Soul album. The first track features somebody I don't think anybody expected to be on this album, let alone any death metal album, that being Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance. And while I don't care much for MCR at all, Way absolutely tears it up here. His black metal-esque shrieks complement Chad's much lower vocal delivery very well, and I really like that track. I think it's awesome. Rob Flynn of Machine Head features on the second track, which is also really cool. He does a great job on that one. And to top it all off, the man who's on every cool release ever features on track 4. That's right. The walking iteration of death metal, Devin Swank of Sanguisugabogg and also many other bands helps Chad out on the insanely crushing 4th track entitled Dreadnought. I love that song. Probably my favorite on the album. I love Devin Swank. Whenever I see an album and I'm listening to it and it's pretty cool, and then I see, featuring Sanguisugabogg or Devin Swank on it, I'm like, oh, that's a vote of confidence, because he does really cool stuff. I think he has over 40 features, and a lot of them are awesome. So definitely go check. And he's also in like 9 bands. So side note, if you're looking for some other cool death metal, go check out his other bands besides Sanguisugabogg, because Sanguisugabogg is awesome, but so are his other bands, and his features as well. Anyway, talk about 2 heavyweights on that song. But this album has some straight caveman shit on it. Just when you think it can't get heavier, they just slow the riff down and just beat you to dust with it. You see what I did there? Song title. Anyway, this album is excellent. Exactly what I wanted from this band. I think everybody wanted this from this band. They didn't try to change up their sound too much. They just kept on rolling with the slow, chugging death metal train of brutality and whatever else is, congruent with Frozen Soul. But yeah. While I love all 3 albums, this one might take the top spot. I feel that this album matches the production closer to their debut rather than Glacial Domination, and I like the production on their debut better than Glacial Domination, so I really enjoyed this album. This band delivers the perfect kind of death metal for their shows, and I can't wait to see them again so I can see some of these songs live. I did see one of them, I forget which one it was because the album wasn't out yet when I saw them last time. But yeah, at their shows, they're always shrouded in smoke and darkness, and Chad being the most visible one as he's just bellowing out, all these death metal tunes. So it's the perfect aesthetic for their shows. You can't really see him, and it's just like kind of murky, and it's awesome. So I really hope I can see him soon to see some of these songs performed live, because that'd be awesome. But I digress. I hope we see more soon from this band, very soon, because this stuff is awesome. I've loved Frozen Soul from the minute I heard them. I saw them back in 2024 for the first time at Red Rocks with Amon Amarth. That was like the first death metal show ever at Red Rocks, and that was a pretty cool experience. And then I just saw them again supporting Cattle Decap last year. So yeah, I hope we see more from this band. I love Frozen Soul, and yeah, they're awesome. But if you like Frozen Soul, or you like the newer style of death metal, such as 200 Stab Wounds, Creeping Death, Gatecreeper, all those kinds of bands, definitely check Frozen Soul out, because they're definitely in that category. And if you like Bolt Thrower, definitely check them out, because they're pretty similar sounding to Bolt Thrower. But yeah, this album is phenomenal, and definitely go check it out if you're in the mood for some new death metal. So with that being said, hope you're all doing well. Have a nice day. See ya.